to come to Nigeria, talking about
They
they
are
have
all over my
ideas.
village. Yeah, if you go to Ibona, there's just them. Now the Sudanese have joined them, but we don't care. There's enough for everybody.
It's enough.
We don't have a scarcity mentality. You will never see a Nigerian say, "Oh, don't let people come." There's enough for everybody. There's markets for you could do
Oh,
whatever you
Jazzy
want to
said
do
you two
now.
are from Boko Haram. Jazzy said we are from
Hello?
Boko Haram. Oh, Jazzy. Oh, we are from Boko Haram, but you people come to Boko Haram, no? How interesting. Taffy, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, right, okay. So there's one point that keeps being made. Sorry, I'm outside. So there's one point that keeps being made, and it's that Nigeria is a pro-black or Pan-African country, and I kind of disagree with that. I don't think there is any African
Are you
country
Irish?
that is. Pardon?
Are you
No, I
Irish?
grew up in Scotland. I'm black. I'm
Where,
Zimbabwean.
Zimbabwe. Okay.
Yeah. So I
Have you
mean,
been to Nigeria?
Pardon?
Have you been to Nigeria?
No, I haven't.
How old are you? It's
I'm
relevant.
29.
Okay. So give me specifically why you think Nigeria is not Pan-African.
I don't have a reason, but I just don't think there's any African country that is pro-black or Pan-African.
Okay.
And if I were to choose any, it would be the three in the Sahel. So it would be either Mali, Niger, or Burkina Faso. And I would
Oh,
choose.
I agree with that.
I would choose
Yeah.
Niger. I think Niger is the most pro-black, in my personal opinion.
It's not. No. It's not. I'm not saying we are the most pro-black. I'm not saying we're the most Pan-African. I'm saying we are a Pan-African country because we literally are. Everybody is in Nigeria. That tells you something.
But
Everybody's in Nigeria, and historically, no. Okay, since you've not been to Nigeria, and I have to tell you why I said that.
Okay.
I think it's only fair for me to tell you why I said that, right? So this is why, if you look at the history, because history plays a key role, it starts from history. Historically, Nigeria has been at the forefront on everything that relates to the unity of Africa one way or the other. That's number one. Number two, Nigeria currently houses multiple African countries and not complaining. Happily. Nigeria donates. We don't talk about it. We do. So neighboring countries. It's just that we don't talk about these kind of things. It happens. Nigeria houses refugees from neighboring countries. Like I don't know what else, man. I'm not saying we are leading from the front.
Okay.
Because I never said that.
Okay,
my dear, it's very uncomfortable to hear you right now.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So sorry. Maybe when you settle, you call back in, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry about that. Somebody's asking me why was Tinubu in France. What kind of stupid question is that? Am I the president's keeper? The fuck? Like some of you guys are gonna reach. You're gonna reach for anything. Why was Tinubu in France?
You know the funny thing? In Nigeria, people are trying to kill Tinubu for Macron trying to lick his ass, but people are now we are not in support of Tinubu in France. We're not in support of it, so you can't use it to shame us. We know it's wrong.
You can't shame people that are indifferent. Go on, Lebeau. Hello? Man, network is a bitch today for a lot of people, huh?
You know, this your live has given me a reality check today because you used to say that this hate about Nigerians is not real. Today is the first day I'm actually like,
It's
wow,
real.
actually heavy. You know, it's terrible. Yeah.
Bias. Medicine, go on.
Hey, bro, I really appreciate this room because you're dealing with these stupid people. They need the way they need to be dealt with. Honestly, I always, and for some reason, TikTok thinks I need to be seeing these stupid people in their lives. There are more rooms about Nigeria and Nigerians that have no Nigerians in them than there are people in Nigeria. You understand? And I always say, once Nigerians decide to take time off their busy schedule and face you people, it will be the end of Africa. It'll be the end. But the reason I have my own theory as to where the hate is coming from, anyways, right? I think, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. I think a lot of these Africans have made excuses for themselves, and the existence of Nigerians makes it hard for them to live in those excuses. Especially when they face Nigerians face to face, or Nigerians show up in their place. You understand? So you'll always notice this pattern, right? Nigerians, we travel. It's natural. You understand? And in their mind, the person coming to their place is inferior to them. That's just what they're going to think. That whatever issues they have, this person must have worse issues. Within 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, that person has now passed them. They now start talking crazy. You understand? I grew up in the US. I saw this happen with my own two eyes. It began with jokes. Haha, Africa this, Africa that, Africa that. And then around college time, they were, are you Igbo or Yoruba? Oh, I like Afro beats. Wah. The exact same, are you Igbo, Yoruba, Afro beats people now, they're the ones leading the anti-Nigerian rooms. Because they just saw something pass them at a speed that they can't comprehend. This happens in every single African country. And there's another one of the reasons why we as Nigerian people, we don't even know that these people are talking the way they're talking. Because like you said earlier, we don't have that scarcity mentality. If somebody in Cameroon is doing well, you cannot pay me enough to get stressed by that. In fact, the person in Cameroon doing well tells me that I can do well too. Oh, the road is open. Okay, good. You understand? So it's what it is. I think worldwide, Black people have made a lot of excuses for themselves, and Nigerians don't allow them to live in those excuses. And so now we're challenging their worldview. Go to any South African room. What have Nigerians done wrong? Oh, that they all the women like them. And as a man, you're proud to say this with your mouth. Oh, they're selling. Okay, they're selling drugs. You're smoking drugs. That means you telling me they're selling drugs means you're smoking the drugs. So between the seller of the drug and the smoker of the drug, who is insulting who? Anyways, man, I've said my own.
I give you a round of applause again, bro. You said it well, bro. You said it well. Hey, no, you wanna add to that quickly, or you good?
I think he brought the argument from a perspective that I've never seen before, which is the way the Nigerians behave and how Nigerians move doesn't allow people to have excuse for failure. The way Nigerians work and their work ethics doesn't, like, you don't see why you shouldn't be able to achieve that. A Nigerian comes and does something and you're like, wow, I've been in Sweden for 10 years. I haven't done this, and this guy came 2 years ago and is doing this.
And does it?
Instead of learning, I'm sure you know this, but in Nigeria we have this, and it's a very Igbo, Eastern Nigerian things where they will bring little children from the village who have no prospect of continuing higher education to go and learn how to hustle in markets. That's how Nigerians train each other. So if you are doing things, you are telling people, reach out to me if you need. That's how Nigerians are. They will teach you. There's no need for you to be jealous. There's no need for you to be. Nigerians are not ashamed to ask other people for help. We're not ashamed to say, oh, Kingsley, I'm trying to do this. Can you help me? Can you help me host this live? That's how we do it. There's no shame in it. So instead of if you see something in other people, like Nigerians that you like and you admire, instead of hating it and using it to demonize us, because you start to think in our own country, like you just showed us on Google, our people don't own anything. It's only white people that own. But look at them as bad as they are with their Boko Haram, as somebody is typing here in the comments. Look at
because you have Boko Haram, and she's from Cameroon, by the way. That lady's from Cameroon. Meanwhile, Cameroon has the French and the English unaliving themselves daily, talking about you have Boko Haram. Don't you have terror groups in Cameroon too? The fuck? What are you talking about?
It's very disappointing. Like that girl that is writing this rubbish, I'm so disappointed because I actually thought she was a reasonable person.
Yeah, me too. I know her.
She follows my.
Yeah, I know her. She's talking all this nonsense. Meanwhile, we are housing Cameroonians in Nigeria. We have Boko Haram. Why are Cameroonians not going to place that Boko Haram are?
Let me say this
Talking
because you
about
brought up
shadow.
something interesting with the Igbo thing, right? It's the same reason other tribes in Nigeria get stressed about Igbo people. It's the exact same thing on a different scale. You understand? Nobody's gonna say Igbo people came here and did X, Y, Z that was other than try hard. Nobody's gonna say Nigerians came to my country other and did something other than try hard. Hold on. But it's the trying hard that's stressing them. You understand?
No,
Even
exactly. Yeah.
the one I
Go
saw
on.
recently, I don't know if you saw this interview with Beanie Man, where he's talking about Afrobeats has no substance. You need to go and watch that interview. So after a lot of the Caribbean music scene, you know, they keep getting asked about Afrobeats, and so somebody asked him about the success of Afrobeats, and you can really just hear the hate. It just sounded like absolute contempt in this guy's voice, saying that it's rubbish music, there's no substance, blah blah blah, and that kind of thing. You understand? In his mind, how can somebody from Africa have music that's hitting in his country harder than his own music? That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it
That's
is.
all it is. Meanwhile, we as Nigerians, when hip hop was moving,
Enjoy
enjoy it.
Enjoy
When
it.
Azonto was hitting,
Enjoy it. Amapiano. We embrace Amapiano too.
I'm on piano. What's this one in Congo? I can't even think. Koopa.
Makosa.
Makosa. Yes.
We enjoy it. Oh, I love horse. I love horse. I love horse.
God, those things.
I love horse.
There's nothing that black people in the world have produced that Nigerians are not celebrating, enjoy. Even most Ghanaian artists, if you ask them where's their number one country on Spotify, they'll say Nigeria. They'll say Nigeria. You understand? And this is not just like a cultural thing with music and things like that. How many countries does Nigeria give free or subsidized oil to? Electricity. Send military to go settle their issues.
We do.
I was telling this other room the other day that the war in Sudan, the first war in Sudan, it was Nigeria that went and ended that one. Sierra Leone, it was Nigeria. Liberia, it was Nigeria. All of these things. You understand? And they want to come and say that Nigeria is not a Pan-African country. Nigeria is Nigeria.
Country.
Because
Like even on my page, I've hyped up other African countries. I've even hyped up South Africa. I've hyped up Kenya.
On my
I've hyped
own
up. We love everyone. We support people. We don't get threatened.
Yes. Because our mentality is, if you're doing well, that means it is possible for a human being to do well.
Yeah,
If I enter a
that's
room and
us.
nobody's doing well, that's when I'll begin wondering, am I in trouble? But if one person is doing well, whether they're from Kafanchan or Somalia, I don't care. So long as that person's doing well, we can all do well, you know? So
we're gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's, man, what am I doing wrong?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. So as I was saying, man, I always tell these people, when Nigerians learn what they're doing, that'll be the end of Africa. Most Nigerians don't even know these people are saying this nonsense and doing this rubbish. There are people with many one-sided rivalries with Nigeria. Imagine somebody in Cameroon thinks that his rival country is Nigeria. Meanwhile, Cameroon is like one town in Nigeria. Ghana is like maybe 2 towns in Nigeria. You understand? My state alone is bigger than half of these countries, but they're the rival. You understand?
And the funny thing is, because I identify as a Pan-Africanist, but they thought that because I'm Pan-Africanist, they can talk shit about Nigeria, especially when it's unprovoked.
Let me tell you
didn't
something.
do shit. Like I had a guy telling me, but you Nigerians are known for drugs. I'm like, that's not true, sir. Just because you want that to be true doesn't mean it's the truth.
Let me tell you something, though. And this may not make sense at first, or maybe you're seeing it the way I've been seeing it. Anybody that calls themselves a Pan-Africanist, just know there's a 9 out of 10 chance they hate black people. If they use the title Pan-Africanist, there is a 9 out of 10 chance they hate black people. And the fact that there's a group of black people that build their own refineries is not something that's going to make them happy. The fact that there's a group of black people that have their own airlines is not something that's going to make them happy. The fact that there's a group of black people that have their own banks that manufacture at all levels, build computers, build cars, that's not going to make them happy. Anybody that calls himself a Pan-Africanist, that person hates black people. Give them 10 minutes of conversation, you'll see it pop out. It's a strange thing, but it's what it is.
Okay. No, bro, I love you say something that I really love, and that is the Nigerian mindset. The Nigerian mindset, we love. We love. We don't get threatened. So this vitriol that we get as Nigerians is like, yo, we support everybody. We love it. I mean, there was a guy. I think it's a South African, a guy in Nigeria. He was talking about how he owns restaurants, he owns filling station. Look at the comment section. Look at the comment section, bro. Well done. Full of Nigerians, bro. Bro, well done. I'm so happy. I'm glad. Where's your filling station? Let me come and
Yes.
support you. Where's your
Yes.
restaurant? Let me come.
Yes.
Love.
You see that?
Love. We love people. We support you. It's what we do.
You understand?
We're not
Yeah.
out here. We're not out here carrying hate in our heart for people. Are there Nigerians that do shit things? Yeah. We chastise them too. You know what? I think some Africans think that we're like, yeah, oh, you're a scammer. Hey, scammer. No. We disown you. We say no, you're not one of us.
Again,
But because you guys already have a bias towards us, you're gonna hold on to that and try to make it true, even when it's not. Go ahead.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Man. I was getting excited, but yeah. If there was one scammer in the whole of Nigeria, that's the only person these people will talk about. Even at this point, any Nigerian that does bad, good, it doesn't even cross I'm not gonna say, oh, there's some bad ones, there's some good ones. You understand?
Yeah.
Because they're looking for in our culture, they say that your enemy sees where God made, your enemy sees where God made mistakes. You understand?
Always.
So no matter what, you understand? If I listed all the things Nigerians did this year, right, that are more newsworthy than even the existence of 2 million scammers, it will stress them out. They'll get angry. They'll say that I'm bragging or I'm doing this or I'm doing that, but they're not going to mention those things. They know those things are real. They know that it happens, but they're not gonna mention those things, eh?
They won't.
Yeah.
So let's bring in someone else, man.
Kingsley, I was going to also add that on a personal level,